Hello, in this video, I want to go over the things I've painted for 2025. Okay, let's go. So here we have one of the first things I painted this year. 12 of these iron golems, or lesser iron golems from Antique Games. It's quite a simple paint job on them to get back into the swing of things. Dry brushed a lot of the grey, did a simple wash after that, and yeah, they seem okay. Nothing to write home about, but they get the job done. And they're a bit cartoony, the models, but I like them. They've got a bit of charm to them. And I'm not too sure what I'm going to do with 12 of them, but that's them all done now. Then the next thing I painted were these 10 Felbats from 6th edition Warhammer. Again, simple paint job on these. I used speed paints, which I'm not a big fan of. Used it mainly on the fur, and I think I used it on the any bone. And it's done an okay job. Nothing to write home about. They won't win any awards, but it gets the job done. That's them 10 done there. And sticking with my undead, I then painted I think 16 spirit hosts, which obviously is quite a few. I've already got another 5 painted, so that means to 21. So quite a few spirit hosts. Again, these were quite simple. I painted them white, and then it was a really watered down green wash over the model. And then any metallics I want to pick out, painted in, I think it was weapon bronze. And that's pretty much it. Oh, I think I painted the eyes orange as well. Can't see any top of my head. Yeah, I think I painted some of the eyes orange to give a bit of a otherworldly look to them. These are a mixture of models here. Warlord Games Atlantic's Dark Age Irish, and Victrix, I think Naked Gaul fighters. As you can see there, they are in the nude. So that's quite a few of them there, all 16. And then it's complete scale change, and I went to 10mm War Master Dwarfs. As you can see, this was a real labour of love. I was very happy with how this army's turned out. And again, this is only the first 1,000 points. I have gone on to buy another 1,000 points, if not more, of War Master Dwarfs, which I'll be paying up soon, hopefully next year, to add to this. So if you keep watching the channel, you'll see more of these popping up, painted. Looking at these now, I'm still in love with these paint jobs. I think these are some of my best painted models I've done in a long time, given the scale of them. So that's the first 1,000 points, shall we say. And then with that, it was back onto 28mm, part of the Call of the Crown painting challenge, where it's a unit a month. I started on my Wistland Empire Force. Sadly, I had to miss a month of November. I was just too busy. But I'm back into swing of things now. So I've got this unit, and I've got one more unit to show as well that has been completed for December. I just want to pan on these because, again, with this force, I really pushed myself. It's been a long time since I've done highlighting, and also since I've painted eyes other than undead, because that's just an orange blob for the pupils, so it's quite simple. And these ones, it was full-on iris and the whites of the eye. As you can see, I'm not the best painter, but these are a good quality, I think, tabletop standard. And hopefully the force will do me well when I get to use it. Okay. And here we have the unit I've painted for December. A unit of Knights of the Blazing Sun with a Grand Master, who will be the general. And I will give him a funny German sounding name. I think Otto von Frieg, which I think means cowardly in German, so because you have to go off the puns. This unit had a bit of a challenge. The gloss went wrong initially. It reactivated with the soft tone wash that I applied to the model, and it sort of pooled like a browny, sticky substance at the base of the armour and shields. Luckily I noticed it just in time. I had to scrape it off and also scrape off the black armour, and I had to reapply all the black armour and then give it a gloss, and it worked fine. The sun motif is freehand. I was going to spin one round. I've done it on the side of the barding on the horse. They've all had that done. Spin them all around so you can see them all. There we are. One thing I did as well to try to tie them into the Wistland force is I painted all the wood the same colour, so that's going to be the sort of unifying theme of the force. They're all going to have that colour effect on their weapons, because the official models that Games Workshop painted for this this knightly order, I believe they paint them the lances, like lances, in gloss black. I chose not to do that. Also, I've given them pennants. Oops, sorry, my hands have been in the way. On the lance tips. These again were took a bit of a while to do. Initially, it was just pure yellow, and I didn't do the notch. Didn't look right, so I put a notch on, and then I discovered the banner had the black body, so I've done that. They're a bit messy in places, so I may just touch them up at a later date. But for now, this unit, I'm just going to spin them around. I think this unit is done. So here we would see the unit, how it will be deployed in games. And I'm looking forward to it. I also need to fix that as well. That's dropped a bit. I need to just come down new. It's just paper that I've used a bit of Pritt stick. Yeah, I need to be a bit more glue on that one, I think, to sort that out. I can do that. They're all still very loose, so a bit of work to be done there. But for the most part, they are done. And I was going to deploy them with the other guys. So this is the full force so far that I have been painting for the challenge. I think it's come together. I was tempted to do my other state trooper units from different provinces and different states, and try to recreate some of that grand army feel for the 5th edition or 4th edition Empire. But I think Unified Wistland just looks better because it's a state you don't get to see a lot of. It's one that people seem to forget about. And I think it's quite a nice scheme. Simple enough to do. And also it's going to be a nice contrast with the knights. So yeah, that's been this year's painting so far. Not as much as I'd liked, but I'm back into things after a long hiatus. And hopefully you'll be seeing more painted models. Anyway, enjoyed the video. As always, leave a comment below. And I'll catch you later.